Heart of attack, and the pitch reacted like a live wire. Ferran Torres, once a peripheral name for many, has turned himself into an immediate headache for opposition defenders and a delicious problem for his own boss. 3 goals in his first 4 appearances between club and country have transformed whispers into real questions about Barcelona's next transfer window. What looked like a temporary fill-in during a brief Lewandowski absence has become a testing ground for a much bigger decision. Will Barcelona spend to bring in another centre-forward, or will they let one of their own carry the mantle? The timing could not be more sensitive. Lewandowski's early season fitness concerns meant Flick opened the door for Torres to lead from the front, and the Spaniard answered by not merely taking chances but creating a new tempo for the team. On the international stage, Ferran did not pause for applause. He kept his momentum, joining a ruthless Spain display and adding his name to the score sheet in a dominant win over Turkey that underlined his finishing instincts and movement inside the box. Those strikes are more than numbers. They frame a narrative in which a player once judged by transfer price tags now defines tactical options. Hansi Flick, who has been experimenting with his forward lines, appears to have discovered that Torres' blend of pace, intelligent runs and directness suits a centre-forward role in Flick's pressing system, something that a purely target-led striker might not replicate. From the club's perspective, the calculus is practical as well as poetic. Barcelona's financial ledger still whispers caution, and the idea of plumbing the transfer market for a marquee number 9, with all the wages and fees attached, is suddenly less appealing if an established first-team option is producing at the necessary level. Reports in the last few days suggest that the board are at least considering an in-house path rather than an expensive external replacement, a strategy that would change summer planning and send ripples across scouting priorities. Yet it's far from a fait accompli. Relying on a single player's purple patch is a gamble, and the club know that form can invert as fast as it ignites. For Flick, the coming fixtures are a pressure cooker. Rotate poorly and locker room tensions bubble. Choose Ferran and he must sustain a level that justifies a long-term pivot away from a world-class name like Lewandowski. The Polish striker's contract situation and age add another layer. If Barcelona decide not to renew or to phase him out next summer, the vacancy won't merely be tactical, it will be existential. Who defines Barca's goal-scoring identity? The choice also speaks to philosophy. Buy a finished centre-forward who fits classic no-9 moulds, or build around adaptable attackers who press, link play and rotate across fronts. Fans have their own stakes in this drama. Some crave the spectacle of a high-profile signing, the instant headline and the big money promise. Others prefer the romance, a homegrown, or at least club-established, solution that proves Barca can nurture and transform talent internally. Either path carries risk. The market route brings immediate expectations and costs. The in-house route asks for patience, faith, and a tolerance for growing pain. For Torres himself, the chapter is intensely personal. This season might be dismissal of old doubts, or the moment those doubts were only beginning to be answered. He has given the club a choice, and choices shape legacies. In the next slice of competitive weeks, when decisions harden and squads settle, Barcelona will either confirm a transfer strategy or crown a new internal hero. The Ferran effect has already altered conversations. Whether it changes the club's blueprint permanently depends on resilience, minutes played, and the old football law, consistency. The pitch will speak next, and in those next matches, Hansi Flick must decide whether he sees a temporary blaze or the steady pulse of a striker who can lead Barca into the next era.